Hey guys, it's me, Saren, back with another video. This one is a video I've said I was going to make in the past and I'm just now getting around to it. This will be a public service announcement for all of my white brothers and sisters out there. You can't say nigga. Can't say it. You can't say it. I've been seeing a lot of stuff going around recently talking about why can't white people say nigga. There seems to be a lot of confusion about why they can't say it. I personally feel like it's retarded and ridiculous. Like, what do you mean? You don't understand why you can't say nigga? Like, you can't fucking say it. But I decided to make this video as a way to kind of give people a conclusive step-by-step guide as to why they can't say nigga if they are not black. I'll probably get to, Latinos and Hispanics and other people of color using that word towards the end of the video, but for right now, we're going to focus on white folks. Now, nigga, in case anyone doesn't really know, nigga used to be a word that, back in slavery times, a lot of white people use, to refer to their slaves, nigger, niggers, and then kind of moving into... There was also like niglet and stuff like that, like kind of like, what is the word I want? Like how you have words that you use when you refer to animals, like piglet, buck, nigger was one of those words. And it was a word that was like tossed out in regular conversation, like, oh, my nigger over there, he picked 5 bales of cotton or whatever. And then kind of moving forward after the, end of slavery, it remained a word that white people used to refer to us, to refer to black people, and it became kind of a slur, a racial slur, a derogatory slur, a word that meant, nasty, dirty, like, ugh, like niggas, ugh, niggas. And I would probably say within the last 20 to 30 years, fairly recently, because the 60s were not that long ago, the word has been reclaimed. It's been reclaimed by, black people and black Americans in particular. We reclaimed the word nigga and we changed it from a derogatory racial slur to a term of endearment amongst ourselves, amongst black people. I say you my nigga, you say I'm your nigga. It's really proliferated in music, hip-hop music and rap music. Nigga means, your homie, your dude, your friend, my nigga, you my nigga. And by reclaiming the word nigga, we have literally stripped it of its power to be used as a slur and turned it against our oppressor, and this is a pretty common way of fighting back against oppression. Similar examples include a lot of people now are reclaiming the word fat, so they can't be fat shamed, right? And this is something that we've also somewhat done in the black community. A lot of people started spelling fat instead of F-A-T, it was P-H-A-T, fat. Pretty hot and tempting. You had baby fat, you had fat farm, where fat became not a bad word. And a lot of people are doing that now too, when someone's like, oh, you're fat, and they're like, okay, I'm fat and nigga, I'm cute, like, stuff like that. Faggot is another word. A lot of gay people have reclaimed the word faggot and they use the word faggot amongst themselves, as well as the word gay. Because for a while there, gay was really being used as a slang word for stupid. Like, oh, that's so gay. And a lot of gay people actually reclaimed it. It's so funny. I was watching TV the other day. I'm watching House Hunters International. And it's 2 lesbians searching for a house. And their good friend is their realtor. And he's gay. And they're talking about, their upcoming wedding that they're planning. And he's like, oh, I'm going to wear a pink suit. You think that would be too gay? And they all bust out laughing. But if I were to say faggot, or if I were to say, oh, that's so gay, I'm not really a member of the gay community, so it would still be insulting. You get what I'm saying? Mutant in X-Men, mutant is used as like a bad word, but then you have the X-Men that kind of reclaim it and turn it into, something else. Like the conversation between Nightcrawler and Mystique, oh, why would you want to be called a mutant? If you could turn into anyone else, why wouldn't you? And she says, well, because we shouldn't have to. And it's the same thing with us and the word nigga. We've reclaimed the word. We can use the word amongst ourselves. However, just because the word has been reclaimed doesn't mean it still is not a slur word, especially coming out of the mouth of a white person, okay? It still carries the historical baggage of a slur, right? It still shouldn't be used for like by anyone and everyone, without regards for the feelings of the people that it's been used against, and that's us, that's black people, okay? Just because people within the oppressed group have reclaimed the word does not give the oppressors the right to use the word, period. Period, okay? The word nigga coming out of my mouth as a black person is not the same as the word nigga coming out of a white person's mouth. There's a lot of historical baggage. There's 400 years of slavery behind your use of the word, okay? White people literally had 400 years to use the word nigga, right? Like, they literally had 400 years to use the word nigga. 400 years of history spring to life whenever the word nigga comes out of a white person's mouth, okay? You are carrying the echoes of slavery when that word comes out of your mouth, period. I don't want to hear no jibber jabber about post-racial societies, about moving past race. The echoes of slavery are literally coming out of your mouth when you use that word. So why would you ever want to use it? Why? The only reason why white people want to use that word, there's two reasons. The first reason is because of white privilege. White people hate being told they can't do something. They hate it. They despise it with every fiber of their being. White people are not used to being told they can't do something, right? They're like a spoiled child. When you finally tell a spoiled child no, what do? They throw a fucking temper tantrum. That's white people with the word nigga, okay? All these years of being told they can do anything, they can have everything, and now here's one thing that they can't have. They can't say it, they can't use it, they can't utilize it in any way, shape, or form, and it drives them nuts. It drives them insane. And I also think that another reason why they want to use it is because we use it amongst ourselves, and right now our culture, black culture, is the dominant culture in America. So the word nigga is literally everywhere. It's in all the songs, it's in the music, you know, it's in the lyrics. You know, if your favorite rapper is Kanye West and you're white, you're hearing the word nigga a lot if you're listening to his stuff, right? If you listen to Chief Keef, you're hearing the word nigga a lot. Hell, if you listen to Rihanna, and Rihanna has a huge international fan base, Rihanna and her fucking song, You the One, she goes, you know, shouldn't have hit it like that, had me yelling like that, ain't no other niggas like you, right? Like, she uses the word. And since it's the dominant culture, they feel like, well, I like the music, I listen to the music, I support the culture, I support the artist, I should be able to say the word. No, there's still a line there. There's still a line between the black artist and you, the white listener, and the white consumer. And again, this also plays into cultural appropriation because white people want to consume our culture but not understand the historical and the cultural context of us using nigga amongst ourselves, you know? Like, that means something. It means something. You can't just say it just because you like the music, right? Like, it doesn't work like that. And I also want to address white people saying they feel like they should be able to use the word because it means an ignorant person. Ugly Azalea, I'm talking to you. Nigga doesn't mean ignorant person. I don't know where this definition came from. I don't know what new Blackian, you know, sat up on high on the throne and told white people they can use nigga because all it means is ignorant person, because that's not what it means. Nigga at this point is a slang word that has many different uses. And as Kanye West did say in one of his earlier albums, you know what, use a nigga, and I don't mean that in no nice way, okay? Like, you can be my nigga, my homie, my friend, my dude, or you can also be, use a nigga. Like, use an ain't shit ass motherfucking ass fuck nigga. Like, you just suck. You a nigga. That doesn't mean that it's all of a sudden another word for ignorant and it has like magically transformed and like shed its 400 years of oppression and now you can say it. No. And I feel like in the age of the internet in 2014, everybody knows this, because I see a lot of people making excuses for ugly, talking about, well, she's Australian and she doesn't understand the historical ramifications behind the word because she's not American. Bitch has the internet. She lives in America now, right? She knows about slavery. We all know about slavery, just like we all know about the fucking Holocaust, right? Like, I didn't live in fucking Nazi Germany, but I know about the Holocaust, and I know that dressing up in a fucking costume and painting a swastika on my head and talking about gassing Jews is inappropriate, okay? I don't have to be from Germany to understand. I don't have to be Jewish to understand, you know? So that's not an excuse. Not an excuse. You can't say it. You can't say it. I don't care if black culture is the prominent culture and in every single song you listen to, nigga is every other word. You better not even say it when you fucking singing, when you rapping along. Like, there's this really funny fucking post going around on Tumblr. I'll post a link where it's a gif of like the Heat, the old Heat with LeBron, and it says like that moment when you're listening to music with like a white person and like niggas come in and they skip it and it's like like, cause right? And it's just like they have this like irrational desire to use the word because it's off limits. It's like the cookie in the cookie jar. Like, they're dying to use it. They want to use it. But it's like you don't even have any like predilection like to use that word. White people didn't grow up using the word even the way that we grew up using it. Like, my mom says nigga. My dad says nigga. My grandma says nigga. My grandma also says cracker. Like, my grandma graduated from high school in 58. Okay, that was like way before fucking integration of schools and, the civil rights movement of the 60s. My grandma says a whole bunch of stuff that my mom said, that I say, that my children will probably say. Like, it's a different culture. There is a cultural and a historical context that white Americans as well as white foreigners, they just don't have it. And you can't just pick up the word whenever you feel like it, because then you might get punched out in public. And if that day ever comes, you can look back on this video and you can say, you know what? Seren did tell me not to say nigga, and I decided to play with my life, and I got punched. Fuck. I love Eminem. Eminem made a whole, how many? 7, 8 CDs and didn't drop the word nigga not once, right? He said faggot a lot, and a lot of his old songs that talk derogatorily about gays and use the word faggot make me feel uncomfortable. Like, I can't lie to you. But you can't even say like, oh, I rap, I'm in hip hop, I do this, I do that. I should be able to say it because Eminem didn't use it. So you can suck my dick. Like, don't say it, period. Not for you. Not for you. Your ancestors had 400 years of using that word. Maybe when we get an additional 400 years of using the word, maybe then we could have some conversations about tipping the scale and y'all being able to say it. But until that day comes, niggas for us. That's one thing that's for us. Get over it. This has been a public service announcement brought to you by Seren. It's the middle of the week. It's Wednesday, hump day. Hope you guys are getting through it. I hope you guys enjoy this one. I have one more video that I'm pretty sure I'm going to do on Friday, and then it's the weekend. You guys are almost there. So, I was about to close out my video without addressing other people of color using the word nigga. I feel like Hispanics and black people share a common ancestry for the most part, Afro-Latinos and stuff like that. So a lot of the times I don't take an issue with Hispanics using the word nigga. I don't really care for like Middle Eastern and like Asians, Filipinos and shit like that using the word nigga. Like, I don't really feel like it's appropriate within their cultural context. 9 times out of 10 Hispanics I give a pass. That's just me personally. But using the word nigga is also a case-by-case study, because I also know plenty of white people that say, oh, well, my one black friend says it's fine, so I should be able to use it with all black people. Every black person is different. We're all, individuals. Just because your one black friend thinks it's cool doesn't mean that we're all going to think it's cool, and you should be able to use it with all of us, And I understand why there are people that feel like no one except for black Americans should be able to use that word, because it has such a unique and specific context to us. So that means Africans can't use it. Caribbeans like Rihanna, who grew up in Barbados, shouldn't be able to use it. I personally feel that, Afro-Latinos and Caribbeans, we kind of all ended up on the same boat, if you know what I mean, Middle Passage. We just ended up in different parts of the world. So I don't really have an issue with Afro-Latinos and other types of black people saying it. But if you're not black, get back. Okay? And that includes Afro-Latinos. I'm keeping them with us in the black boat. If you're not black, if you're not Afro-Latino, if you're not Afro-Hispanic or whatever you want to call it, don't say it. Just don't say it, period. That's it. The end. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Wednesday hump day, like I said before. Food for thought. Feel free to leave me a comment. Any white person in the comments talk about niggas and monkeys and apes and all this other kind of shit, your comments will be deleted. So y'all don't leave me no comments. The rest of you feel free. All right? Happy Wednesday, guys. Food for thought as always. Peace, my niggas.